welcome to Dance with Oleg app. So in this lesson, I would like a little bit explain about leg action when we dance. So if you take a look closely at the legs, so we have hips, we have our knees, we have our feet, and we would like all of this to work in harmony when we move. But today I would like to focus on the knee action mainly. So I strongly recommend always practicing Rumba walks because Rumba walks it's the same as a cha-cha walks, and cha-cha walks will help you to do samba walks and jive walks. So if you understand the idea how to move in Rumba walk, so it's gonna open door for many other dances. So let's take a look at the knee. So very often when I train my students, I tell them to straight the leg, straight the leg. But when they straight the leg, very often we forget to bend the leg. So today I would like more pay attention to the bending of the leg. So if we get here into our neutral position, and we will create this triangle. As you know, we always want to have this triangle. Now pay attention how this leg travels forward. So if we're not going to talk about body action at this point, just only focusing on the knee. So your knee from this triangle has to travel somewhere here to 90-degree position before it started straightening, and then you have a ball heel landing. Okay, so from here, our knee maximum bend traveling to 90-degree position and only then straightening. And then as we proceed forward, we use the back leg and foot to finish our step as our spine travels. Now, at this point, somewhere here, we have a situation where we have two straight knees. So this is where the dancing is happening. This is where you're maneuvering your body weight to complete your step using body action, using flexibility. And it's all happening on two straight legs. But what happens after here? After here, as your spine gets over the leg, you release your hip as a pendulum, and these hips start to go back. That's where the knees start to bend. So pay attention to this knee. And when this knee bends, the first what happens is this knee are kissing. So this situation, we have a back leg knee bend with the foot heel towards the ground, never here. And your standing leg is straight. Now from here, your knee with the brushing sensation start to traveling forward, bending. So at this point, my knee is not maximum bend. It's quite a lot bent, but not maximum. Then it travels to here, 90-degree position. And from here, we start straightening. And the process repeat. So if I do it a little bit faster, you notice that the feel of knee being bent and actually pass your standing leg is very important. That will create a very nice, very beautiful steps for you, like this bird when they move. So your knee and your elbows actually is very similar structure. If you're with your hands will do something like this movement, you will understand how it works. And your knee, it's actually something which placing your foot on the floor. It's your knee. And similarly, as you're going backward, you see backward very often as I teach, I see people just straight the leg and just try to get as soon as possible step. That's not a good idea. So you want to pay attention, really study that knee position. So remember, as we were walking forward, we have this 90-degree position. So that's what will happen firstly as you move back. So you get on your leg, you use your body, and as this leg rotates, you get to this 90-degree position this way. So it's very important. And then from here, knee is going as high as possible, and it collects your foot under. And now your foot has a chance to brush here, touch, 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 touch. And only from here, the leg, when the knee touching here, leg start to straight, and then you roll back. So here, pay attention to that 90-degree position. So this is, of course, a lot of information, but to make it more clear and simple, pay attention to that 90-degree position as you move, as you're doing your Rumba walks. So you see, you have 90-degree, 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 the same back. You have 90-degree, 90-degree, 90-degree. So the bending of the knee is very important. And I will do more courses, exercise, and drills on this subject and many, many more. Thank you for subscribing to Dance with Oleg app, and see you at the next lesson.